Hey guys, I'm FroTheK and I'm having a look at stage 16 in Faction Wars. I did get a request a little while ago for Bannerlord 16, so I will try to do my best to do some sort of guide or at least some ideas. I do have some really strong champions like Faction Unity. He does a lot for control, but he places a huge shield, ally protection. Whenever I revive, he places this one, and I never use this one though. I'm not really sure when it would be helpful, but whenever I use it, it doesn't really do all that much damage, and the heal is, yeah, so I don't really use that one, but this ability is really strong with the passive and the control. So he might be one of the worst Faction Unity guys, but he's still great for Faction Wars in my opinion. I also have Androck. He is amazing, I use him everywhere, so I did get this one the other day. I don't think that's super helpful for this stage, but I am looking forward to testing him in Chimera and Hydra and stuff. So he's really useful for just keeping the team alive, strengthen and increase resistance, and yeah, the team basically resists everything without having much resistance. But in terms of the champions that can defeat enemies using ally attack or counter attacks, I was actually thinking that this would count towards it, but I have tried it a few times now. I've had Rhonda join and kill. Didn't work. She did work in a sense due to this mastery. So this mastery is really helpful, even if you have a shield. If you take damage to the shield that exceeds 25% of their max HP, they will counterattack with. I'll just jump in here with a disclaimer, because I'm actually not sure if it does work if you have a shield, so... But I was so happy with this video, so I didn't really want to do the entire video all over again, so I'll just edit this in here, and hopefully, as you can see, the strategy works. I think it's mainly due to the gear on Quintus and not the masteries, just to clarify. So enjoy the rest of the video. But the best one, I really like Quintus. His A1 is super strong. So it's basically always a double attack. And if they have no buffs, it's a quadruple attack, or he attacks 4 times, so, and it's quite strong. I put him in one set of retaliation, so 15%. I actually had 2 really good revenge accessories. So he does have a 25% chance to counterattack when hit, as well as this from the masteries. So, and there will always be some RNG though. And I use Ursula as reviver, bolster. I use her a lot actually. I do have enough accuracy to land a decrease attack, also places increase attack, and bolster and chance to decrease the target's turn meter, which can be helpful as well. So I'm not sure I'm gonna actually be able to do all of it in one attempt. It's very RNG, as I said. There should be tanky enough to last a while at least. Garrel is kind of annoying, but I think this one is the most annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot to show Seneschal. I have never used him before. No, not Skisgard. There he is, Seneschal. So he's not fully master race, he doesn't have a relic, he is booked. I put heaven cast on him. And already he is hitting hard enough that I think using him with the counterattack and provoke is a good option, I would say. If you have, especially if you can manage to get even higher blessing. 6-star crushing rend. I always say this, if you have any damage dealer with the 6-star crushing rend, they will hit hard. So I actually love to have a 6-star crushing rend on him. I know people use him in Soul Cross. He's really good there as well, so I wouldn't mind investing in him. And I can see why people like him. Yeah. So just keep that in mind, that it doesn't hit super hard here, but I think it still hits hard enough that even as is, if I kept on long enough. So I basically just been trying to get them a little bit lower, so but not quite low enough. So maybe if I had some more damage on my Quintus, maybe that would be a strategy. Maybe I should wait. Yeah, I think I want to stun him. No decrease. So I also have the option to kind of hide someone. I don't think that's leech. Yeah, as you can see there, it does hit quite hard. So I kind of wanted to get rid of him. Actually, it's not too bad to keep alive, so you can have someone to hit into that you don't kill. So there we see Quintus did the counterattack. So yeah, he actually hits quite hard, as is. There we go, Quintus again. So Quintus is the best one. I think it was, I couldn't find the recording of when I did it myself a couple of months ago. But I do believe it was the same strategy I used, mainly relying on Quintus. Yeah. So now I just hope to get back around. Have my abilities. For this wave, what's his name? As always, you can check stages tool. Gizmak, of course. So Gizmak hits super hard. It can take out my reviver as well, if but she doesn't have a HP burn, so it should be fine. Yeah. And my Duiko is super annoying, reviving people with block damage. And the last wave, Samson will always counterattack, pretty much. And my Duiko. But let's see if we can get further. So I tried a few different stuff here. I think we'll just continue to try to get them low. Not sure any of these actually perfect. Yeah, so it doesn't hit quite hard enough as is, but as I said, I think it can work. There we are, Quintus, so we already managed the conditions. So that's perfect. Now we can just I shouldn't really attack him, he will counterattack. Let's just do him. Don't mind if he gets counterattack, but he didn't actually. So I think I just want to have that ability. I'm so tanky with this team, so I'm not super worried. I do realize it might be kind of... yeah, I shouldn't attack him, but... maybe stun, perfect. So now I'm basically just trying to get to the next wave with all my abilities available. So buff up. So now it's a lot easier. Now I can just don't have to worry, but we can try if I actually had to do some more counterattacks. That's perfect. So now we should actually be able to see if Seneschal can get should be able to kill Rosenborg. Perfect. So that's almost another one. Yeah, so we already got 5 counterattacks. Yeah, so I don't want to use the key here. But I definitely think this is kind of a proof of concept. Something like this. The mastery can be helpful. This can help as well, but I don't really take any buffs. I can't remember off the top of my head if any of these actually places any of these. There might be some people who stun here. I do believe, yeah, Samson, and he's in 2 waves, so you might get stunned, and then Quintus will, or has a chance to retaliate when someone on their team gets stunned. But I don't really get stunned because of Androc's amazing buff. Yeah. But I think I'll just end it there. You can of course use other revivers, Carter should work, but I do like, maybe it's just because I have the, you can also use this for, so if you're struggling for speed, I really do like having the entire team faster than all the enemies. It just makes it so much easier to, and you should all of course try to speed tune your team so it makes sense. I haven't really considered, I don't really want to control them all that much. It could be useful for removing buffs, placing fears, you can stun. Didn't he have a stun? Maybe just a fear. I actually thought he's stunned as well. I haven't used him for months, so yeah. But basically it's retaliation, revenge accessories, and masteries. You should get through it. It will be RNG. If you don't have as good protection as I have, it will probably take a couple of tries, but it should be doable. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.